Hello everyone, I am the Rabble-Rouser, and this is Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Now, you may be wondering why I'm playing this, because as you can see I'm currently on Night 5 of Five Nights at Freddy's, and I've completed it, because with the star and 6th night. I have yet to beat the 6th night, but I figured I would do something of a public service announcement, because I see a lot of people attempting this game. I figure if you see me play it, then I can give you a little assistance in the first few nights. So let's get started, shall we? Very first thing I should mention, do not ignore the phone guy. And I could have probably paused that better. First thing to note, the nose squeaks. So yes, be sure to pay attention to him.
Hello? Hello? I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death have occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days or as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced. Blah, blah, blah. Now, that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children and you need to show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87. Yeah, it's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know? Now, concerning your safety, the only real risk to you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with cross beams, wires, and animatronic devices, especially around the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcefully pressed inside one of those could cause a bit of discomfort and death. The only parts of you that would likely see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth that pop out the front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. But hey, first station of the breeze. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night.
Alright, so out of that whole string you find out the company really doesn't care about you. They know about these killer animatronics, and the last two lines are very important. Check the cameras, and only use the door lights when absolutely necessary. If need be, I will show you. But nights 1 and 2 is usually just Bonnie the bunny and Chica the chicken, and there's the possibility of Foxy popping up in the first night, but he gets mentioned in the second. What else was I going to say? Oh yes, the sound you're hearing. if you listen, you can actually hear music playing. And earlier there was that dum-dum-dum. Basically, both of those really mean nothing. Those are just there to, oops, scare you. So yeah, as you can see, Bonnie's really not making too much headway, and it's already halfway through the night. Another thing to note is that on night 3, Phone Guy, who is actually voiced by the sole creator of this game, Scott Cawthorn, on night 3 he mentions that if they are at your door, then the door light or the door itself is disabled. That means they are inside your room, and he suggests you go limp, which essentially means, from what I'm told, that you just don't touch your mouse anymore and you just sit there until it turns the next hour over, roughly. About an hour's worth of time, and then they should leave because they think you've just a empty suit, so they might go get a endoskeleton and stuff you inside it, so it gives you a second chance, but that only works up until night 3. So, which is ironic because Scott tells you about it on the 3rd night. See? That means nothing. That's actually a noise that Foxy makes, because you can hear it very well when you're on that camera. Speaking of which, oh, hello Chica. If you ever hear noises like dishes moving around, or if it's night 3 and on, you hear the Toreador song, that's either Chica or Freddy, respectively, in the kitchen. Now you see, I'd like to mention that a lot of people, they tend to see Bonnie right here, and there's only one other room next to them. They tend to close the door. You shouldn't do that. That's just a waste of power. If you turn on the light and they're actually there, that is when you should close the door. And you'll see a silhouette. I think... Oh, Chica's not there. Oh yes, another thing of note. If you ever do have your camera up, you can't find one and you hear slow moaning, that means they're inside, and as soon as you drop the camera, that means they killed you. I'm wondering where Chica... There she is. Yep, and as you can see, Foxy's just starting to pop out. And usually if you're good with the camera, he doesn't come out. But yeah, a lot of the random noises you hear, they just mean nothing. The one thing that I tend to pay attention to is footfalls. If you hear the soft padding of feet walking, I always assume that means that they're right next to the door as soon as they're done. And it looks like they're moving again. Alright. Bonnie isn't there. Chica isn't there. Yeah, on this stage of the game, I also like to have ready... Oh! The lights. And another thing to note is this picture right here that sometimes turns into one of 4 newspaper clippings, which tells the story of this pizzeria, where 5 children were essentially stuffed into suits. And in part of oh, as you can hear, the noise is louder in the kitchen. As you remember from the first night, or today's phone call, he was saying that oh, there's night 1 complete. But Phone Guy in the first call said, if I had to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, yeah, that's insinuating that they smell bad, and in some of the news clippings, they say that there's mucus and blood coming from the animatronic's orifices. And tonight, they tend to move rather quickly. Like Bonnie's already gone out.
Hello?
Now take a listen.
Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats. I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active as the week progresses. It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know. Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often.
Third night.
I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though, so hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right?
And there's the marionette.
I also want to emphasize the importance of using your
There's one of them.
There are blind spots in your camera view.
See?
And those blind spots happen to be right outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door light. You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Cove from time to time.
Ooh.
The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active if the cameras remain off for long periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon.
Alright, so yeah, a lot of people tend to miss the whole Pirate Cove thing. And it's always a nice surprise when you meet Foxy for the first time. Because usually it's this night that people discover Foxy, and they are understandably a little freaked out. And when they find out what Foxy does, you can hear the footfalls. They start moving. Oh, nope. Alright, so Bonnie's not at my door, so that means he probably backed up. Yep. But as you could tell, the footfalls, if you heard close enough, means that he did move, and usually, if he's that close to the door, I tend to watch the light quite a bit until it's done. And so yeah, in case you didn't know, Foxy is in the Pirate Cove. He has 3 animations. He has this one right now, he has one where he peeks out, and he has one where he looks like he's just about to run. And then there's just the open curtain. When that happens, if you happen to click on this door, you can see him run. That actually speeds up the time that he takes to get there. So you always want to make sure that if you see the curtain well open, close the camera, close the door, and then check here. Another thing to note is that when Foxy does get to your door, a little bit of power does get lost, and each time that he visits, it's a little bit more. So, keeping an eye on Foxy is very important. Oh, there goes Chica. She's just right over there. So yeah, if you couldn't tell, I've played this game a lot. I actually became a little obsessed with it. It's just, when I started my channel, it wasn't until, coincidentally, the day that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 dropped, and I figured, enough people have seen Five Nights at Freddy 1 videos to, not be interested. But I figured, hey, doing a PSA might be interesting. It's informative, and who knows, people might like it. Oh! Oh, let's see if that tip works. Wow, he did move fast. He's kind of weary on night 2 because he may... Shit. Doing this on night 2 because Foxy may just pop up because I can't close the door. Which would be very unfortunate right now because I'm not looking at the cameras this long. Foxy's probably going to pop up. I just tried the door a second time because I thought I heard footfalls. And I hoped he left. So this is kind of boring, but, well, I'm not sure if attempting, well, not moving the mouse, helps or hurts. I mean, you're supposedly gone limp, so you just reaching out to the door and poking it really doesn't go about with the whole going limp thing. I have never had a successful run at this. If someone else has, if you could confirm it, that would be wonderful. I'm afraid that fox is going to pop out in any second, and it's going to scare the shit out of me. It's a shame. The first time I recorded this, I noticed I didn't have my voice in there. Shit. So I basically just redone it, and I was able to get through nights 1 and 2 without issue, and then 3 and 4 without issue. Christ. Yeah, I think I'm done. I have lost. Yep, that got me. Alright. Might get a little long, but let's attempt night 2 again. It's interesting, too, because, the whole me bitching about... Yes, I know. Me bitching about jump scares because I absolutely hate them. I constantly say that in my fear video. But this one, it's a little bit different. It's mostly the ambience of it. There is that feeling of dread and worry that they will come to see you. I mean, hell, I've done night 2 several times and I'm still getting nervous. And there's Bonnie really close. Yeah, if you redo a night, you don't get the phone call again. Oh my goodness. That's Chica right there. There's Bonnie. My goodness. Seems like he's beelining it. Apparently he's pissed off that he didn't get the kill for me. Chica might be pissed too. But yeah, and the whole jump scare at the very end is basically your punishment for failing, it seems, in my opinion. Especially when it comes to Foxy and the situation I just had. You just know that you lost, and you're just waiting for it to happen. I mean, if it's a jump scare that I know is going to happen, I'm okay with it. I did hear footfalls. Chica was not near me. Oh. Ah. Yep. Doing that. And, yeah, I was a little quick there, but usually if Bonnie is still there, there's an outline in the light there. Whereas with Chica, you can just see her through the window. And yeah, he did get here rather fast. And he's all the way back there already. Yeah, and another interesting thing is that the animatronics, they have no set move schedule. They don't even have several different sets. They basically are completely randomized. And when they come to see you, except for Freddy. Freddy moves on night 3, and you can always tell when Freddy moves because you hear deep, deep laughter. And I'll be sure to identify that in what's essentially going to be my next video of this. I don't think I'm going to attempt to do nights 5 and 6 because I cannot beat it for the life of me. Night 6, that is. And it's essentially the same tactics that you use. Whoa, it's me. Oh, that's a new one. It's the same tactics that you use in nights 5 and 7. Oh, and 4. But 4 is a little, or not as quick. So yeah, essentially doing a sped up version of that is, of what I do on night 4, is ideal for night 5, 6, and 7. If you've seen someone else complete 420 mode, then you pretty much know what to do. It's always interesting that there's the possibility that the background could change. And as you can hear right now, things are being moved around. Here, that means Chica is in the kitchen. Alright, so it's gotta be Bonnie that moved. He didn't. Also, sometimes this turns into just the top half of a Freddy head that's gold. And if that's the case, next time you drop down the cameras, there will be a golden Freddy suit right here. What you're going to want to do is pull up the camera as quickly as possible and then put it back down because he'll be gone by that point. Yeah, thought as much. I had a feeling that he was going to come visit me soon. Oh, right. Let's see. He's already gone. Interestingly enough, there is actually a group out there on Steam currently trying to work a multiplayer game of this where you can play as the 4 animatronics or shoot, was it Mike Schmidt? And I believe one of the things they were working on is that if you are Bonnie or Chica, you have to recharge your energy. And for Bonnie, it's the supply closet, and Chica, I think it is the kitchen. And so, yeah, I'm not exactly sure how Freddy or Foxy are, I guess. For Freddy, it'd be you have to wait a bit in order to move. Okay, so they're both kind of back. Except, yep, he's there, she's there. And yes, despite having the name of Bonnie, Bonnie is in fact a male animatronic. Well, designed as one. Made to look like one, I should say, because, well, they're animatronics. They don't inherently have a gender. Oh. Yeah, I'm getting a bit nervous here because... Alright, Chica's back there. He's in the supply closet. He's still there. This isn't the best run that I've had. With 27 power left at 4 a.m. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, so Chica's in the kitchen. Was in the kitchen. One quick look over there. Alright, back in the supply closet. Back over there. Foxy hasn't moved. What gets me is the footfalls. People have their other cues about... Ah! That scared me. And that right there also means nothing, really. It's just there to jar you and get you still scared. It's just another one of those things where it's a shock that it happens. Alright, so... he moved. Good thing I trusted my instinct. Yeah, instinct there. But yeah, oh god damn it. I'm trying to be helpful here by trying to show you the silhouette that Bonnie leaves. If he's behind the door, and I think we may be good tonight. Well, if that is the case, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you want to show your appreciation, if you could leave a like, comment, share it, or if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. And so, once again, thank you for watching. I'm hoping to get both these videos, both nights 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up at the same time, because why not? And, yeah, whoa, see you in the next one. So, thank you once again, and have a good day. Goodbye. Get ready for night 3.